Hello and welcome to the Bridetender podcast. I'm your host, Estee Gordon, and I'm here to tend to the brides like I tend to the bar. So mix yourself a cocktail and let's get ready to discuss all things weddings. Today, I'm taking everybody on a little bit of a journey to start the new year off right. And I'm starting with bringing you all to the first place that I ever worked a wedding on my own and letting you see the beauty of it, all that it has to offer, and especially in today's times with micro weddings and mini monies and trying to utilize outside as much as possible. I think that this location, especially for Long Island brides, could be a great space for that outdoor ceremony that you'd like. Okay, so now that we're at the place where I did my first wedding, I figured I would give everybody an up-close look into it. I think that it's so important that, being able to kind of see these spaces while they're in their prime element of like being beautiful, and it's the fall. It's like kind of not really fall yet technically, but it got so cool out so quickly. We went from 90 degrees to like 55 with absolutely zero warning here in New York. So with that being said, the first wedding that I ever worked on my own, I executed a ceremony kind of like a micro wedding, honestly. It was about like 60 people at Nassau County Museum of Art. And for those of you that don't know, that's located in Roslyn on Long Island, Nassau County, not too far from the city, not too far from out east. It's really like middle of the island, and I'm gonna show you guys all one of their ceremony spaces. Okay, so over here is kind of like their little rotunda area, and you can utilize this whole space for the aisle. Now on the other side is the pool area. Now that, of course, we are entering into the fall, it's not really filled up, but it is technically like a little fountain area, all filled with flowers. And you could also do ceremony this way if you have a very, very, very mini moni. But I'm gonna take you guys down this way, which, as you can see, the walkway for a bride really gives that dramatic look that a lot of, my brides kind of look for. Really giving that aisle to walk down, make a statement, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's landscaped so nicely here. And now we're getting up to the walkway where kind of the bride would stop. They would see their guests on both sides. So this gives you like a whole idea of the area. You have this really beautiful tree. I happened to work here on a day that was like 1,000,000 degrees. So it was a little different than today. But now you have right here, as you can see, the structure is so beautiful. And as bride and groom, you stand right there. So this gives you kind of an idea of, the space at Nassau County Museum of Art. It really is lovely. It really speaks volumes. It's quiet over here. You don't hear like rustle or traffic or anything, going on from Northern Boulevard. It's like far enough away from there, and there's so much parking leading up to over here. So just kind of giving everybody a background into some beautiful locations to get married. And I get people who ask me all the time about areas on Long Island, or how many people a venue can hold, and I give my honest feedback, because if you're having a certain amount of guests but they really can't fit over there, I'm not going to tell you to utilize that space, because it wouldn't work for your wedding. But if you are, having, a certain guest count, I can really tell you the best venues, best vendors, best locations to use to fit the vibe that you're going for, and of course make everybody feel comfortable, where it's not too crowded or, on the other end, too much space. Just figured I'd showcase a little more of the garden over here. In case anybody wants to know, while I'm filming this, it's about 60 degrees in New York. It's absolutely lovely. It has been just so nice. I know a lot of people are sad that summer is leaving us. I'm personally not one of those people. I think that summer is great, but fall is beautiful, and it really is beautiful here at all the gardens on Long Island. I'm happy to showcase more of them. I'm happy to show everybody what's out there for you to see, for you to go even see. Forget about just for your wedding, but just in general, just have a day just to enjoy. I mean, look at this. Nassau County Museum of Art. Absolutely stunning. So with this venue, you can do a wedding here, wedding ceremony, whatnot. But another really, really nice aspect about the Nassau County Museum of Art is that some people who get married at venues, whatnot, off-site, they can come here and do photos prior to their wedding. Come with their partner, with their friends, their bridal party, their parents, anything like that, and take photos in the garden on the way up. So this is just one of the many venues that I'm happy to showcase, but obviously it just held a special part for me because it was the first wedding that I've ever done, which is kind of a long time ago now, but it really has a lot to offer. It has a lot of beauty, and people come here just for the day, just to, relax, walk around, see some nature. I mean, what really else can you do during this time in COVID? Some more video footage. Now, I can't really head in there right now because of everything, going on with COVID and whatnot, but you can see there's a whole tented area right here on property, which, from what I understand, you can do kind of some sort of receptions, whatnot. It's part of the museum in general, and, there you can do receptions for your event, dinner parties, cocktail parties, anything like that, which is Arnold and Joan Saltzman Fine Art. Here's an outside view on the side of that building to give you an idea. But as you can see, the grounds here are just really, really large, incredible, so much acreage, so many areas for photo opportunities, and I can't resist a good photo op. And there's so many installations. We'll zoom in a little bit over there. You could kind of see you have family over there. They're hanging and playing by one of the installations. And here's some more for you to see of the outside of the building. Now, to anybody who is new to listening to my podcast, we're now going on YouTube. I'm showing different vendors. I'm showing different venues. I'm showing everything that you can do for a wedding, big, small, doesn't matter the size. It can be just as beautiful. But if you don't know me, my background is in events, and I have been fortunate to work for many beautiful venues. I have my own business on the side where I help people out in planning their special day. I've done candy tables, decor for people, and really just help them, execute their day seamlessly. So with that being said, if you are looking and you're planning your wedding and you're not really sure, you're confused, or just know that you're really not alone in this time right now. I think everybody is feeling that way, and you just want to make sure that you prepare in the best way possible to make yourself comfortable and your guests feel comfortable on the time of your wedding. And if you have any questions, if there's anything that you want to see, you can always feel free to reach out to me, DM me, let me know what you think, let me know where you are in planning. I'm happy to give you any kind of advice that I can to help your day run smoothly and set you up with the best vendors in the business for your special day that really will work for you. Well, for everybody who's followed me on this journey and this tour at Nassau County Museum of Art, thank you so much. And thank you all so much for tuning into the Bridetender on YouTube, or if you listen to our podcast episode where I go into detail on Nassau County Museum of Art, that's great too. My name is Estee Gordon. You can follow me on Instagram at The Candy Guru. You can follow my event business on Instagram at Eventpire, my blog showcasing the top event trends on Long Island at the Long Island Eventista, and of course make sure to follow the Bridetender for all fun facts on the wedding industry, ways to save money on your special day, and hiring the best in the business to make your wedding day run smoothly. Thank you all for tuning in this Monday. We look forward to giving you new content every single Monday. You can feel free to slide into my DMs with questions you want answered on all things weddings. Doesn't matter. Venues, vendors, pricing, anything that you're concerned about, you can always feel free to reach out to me. Just DM at the Bridetender, or you can send me an email at thebridetender@gmail.com. And make sure to follow Nassau County Museum of Art at Nassau Museum on Instagram, where you can really get to see the beauty of it. And make sure to come visit right now in the fall. It's a perfect time to visit, walk around, not too hot, and good photo opportunities. So thank you so much for tuning in. Stay sane, stay healthy, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.